I feel like I'm right next to the end of this game, but of course we'll have to see in the end. Just gotta give it a second. I'll give it till 1:16, and then I guess we'll kick in and see what happens. Alright. To roll, and go, and go. We'll go right back into the park then. So the haunted house may be the final location, and the second to final location based on how this goes down.
The park is a collage of contradictions all of its own. Millions of people die every year in car crashes, and the park has little cars designed specifically to simulate that action. Hear the children scream with joy. In the sideshow alley, you can walk away with 15 cents worth of mass-produced Chinese teddy bears, while a grinning carny pockets your hard-earned $5. What secrets lie beneath the sullen waters of the lake? The tears of jilted lovers, the soiled condoms of illicit affairs, the clotted blood of the lonely suicide. And the face of the witch looms over it all. I always despised her toothy grin and warty nose. I hate that sparkle in her weathered, watchful eyes. I think Callum is waiting for me. Inside.
So for establishing she's not a good character and probably was abusing her son. Yeah, she seems to have a split personality.
Come back! I'm not playing anymore, Callum! I can help you, Callum.
Yeah. Well, let's enter inside. This is the first load screen since the beginning of the game. So how big is the haunted house? It is the quote-unquote main attraction, I guess. Let's see how it goes. Sounds like she doesn't have a very good worldview. A little twisted there, if you will. We'll see how it goes and through as we save our child. Of course, now our flashlight works, so that's good. We move this into place, and let's roll into the haunted house of the park. I look forward to it. House of Horrors, of course, right there before we enter inside of it. This area is a bit more visible than the area we started off in. Read page, sure. Let's see. June. Atlantic Island Park has closed its gates. A jeering throng of townfolk gathered as we hung the heavy iron padlock on the gates. Small-minded fools scared of what they don't understand. My machines be silent and dejected, but I am not beaten. I have sent my wife and son back to Boston and have retreated here to the House of Horrors. I must think. Well, for starters, if the park was closed, then how the fuck did we enter it? All the questions. Or maybe a secret world. Quite the wolf skin they got going there. Yep. Atlantic Island Park. All part of the fun. Look at that badge. Looking around, awesome.
Alone?
For message.
What have you done with him?
He just ran by, actually.
Show yourself.
Got me. She seems more afraid than I am. Though, given that she won't make those comments, that's because I clicked the right button.
Don't leave me!
He looks kind of cool. Rolling from there. Nothing behind him. You look kind of cool too. What's all up?
What have you done with him?
Yells at the cardboard. Well, he just vanished.
Show yourself.
Why did you steal me?
You mean me? Did I steal you?
Leave me alone.
Hello, you up there? No notes to read here. Big old monster fun.
Look out!
What have you done with him?
Mommy, behind you!
Shh. Saying stuff to try and make you all paranoid.
Who was that?
Where is Daddy?
He's dead, son. You see the bigger one behind him. Cool.
Show yourself.
Turn around, Mommy!
There. Nothing. Checking a few areas. I don't know whether they have a Soviet thing going for in the House of Horrors, like some armed militants type deal. Is that what people find scary in this day and age? Maybe.
Please, don't make me see.
Don't believe them.
Of course. Check through.
Give it to me!
How you doing, Shadow of the Villain there? Of course, under the bridge, so I can't exactly see him, but we know he's there because his shadow's there moving.
Stop!
I'm not gonna click this button too much, but I'm gonna do it one more time here. Let's see. Once it recharges.
Horrible mother. Where is he?
We'll continue. Where, oh where may we be headed? I'll press it again.
Don't leave me.
Check, check. Are we gonna try? I hope we enter inside a funhouse mirror room set.
Don't make me look at it.
Yourself, though we can't really see our reflection in ourselves here, but yeah. Let's continue down the haunted path trail.
Leave me alone!
There's an area down there, but first I want to see what's over here. Ooga booga.
I'm a horrible mother. Where is he?
I knew it was gonna hop up, but it still got me. I was about to say, I bet it's gonna jump up, and then right when I was about to say it, it did.
Where is my boy?
I think there's supposed to be like a page somewhere in here. That's what I'm kind of looking for. That's new. Alright.
Don't leave me.
If I was looking behind me, I maybe would have seen it at the right time for that to have been effective, but I wasn't. That's not where I'm going to go first. I feel like then the other way was the wrong way, so let me go that way. I'll come back here. I also just noticed I've lost my ability to run.
Stop!
I might have missed something along the way, after all. Truly, it's the friends you make along the way that matter the most. Now, when I looked over here before...
Give it to me!
See, there's like something that pulsates in the wall there, so what am I missing? It's probably like a note or paper or page or something.
Leave me alone!
It pulsates that direction. So over here? Let me look again when I look from here. Here? What if I look like from this direction?
Who was that?
So it's over there somewhere. I can't get to it yet. Got it. I do want to see what's over here though, because I didn't actually get to see what was over here. Thus my completionist self wants to check. Seems like it's just a prop set, but it's always nice to check. Should have come over here first. Curtains were waiting for me. I was hoping the radio would come alive or something. That was a little bit less exciting than I was hoping, which means back into the haunted house.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
I haven't been to very many haunted houses, admittedly, in my lifetime. I've been to a few, not very many. I feel like a haunted house would... I haven't been to any super scary ones, but I feel like there are a few that would definitely scare me pretty bad. So I'm not going to say, oh, I'd be fine. I don't think it would be true. Oh, there's something here. I think, I didn't go into this room before. That's where the page I was looking for was. Yeah, boo, fun times.
What have you done with him?
Happy I went over here then. What does this say? Incidents, and I cannot dismiss them as random chance. The park works, but something is interfering with its intended function. It's as though the very air in this place is corrupting the power, even as I connect it. A few casualties here and there are acceptable, but when employees go on stabbing rampage something, I think it's stabbing rampages, it draws attention. I'd rather not have the boys in blue leather or blue, either kind, investigating this place too closely. It's a shame about Steve. I rather liked him. It is what it is, I suppose. Now out we go. Wanted power and immortality, or whatever the fuck he was trying to go for. Now it's inside the clown part of the House of Horrors here. Blue leather there's of course it's just men in blue there.
One little dove went out one day.
Oh, I'm ready to go. If the villain scared me, that'd be one thing, but honestly, they haven't built him up to be scary for me. I like him as an amusing antagonist, but he doesn't really creep me out or anything. There. Flashlight's having some fun difficulties.
I'm a horrible mother. Where is he?
I'm horrible mother. Where is my son? The first door I can actually open, notably. Let's go down.
Show yourself.
I'm waiting for one of these doors to like burst open for a scare. Let's go. Nightmare Circus by Farrellyn Combe. A circus burns to the ground on opening night, killing dozens. The owner is put to death by enraged mobs of townsfolk. Just as he shouts out a curse, now Raven, the dark-souled wanderer, comes to the ruins of dusk in search of his missing mother. Let the show begin. Nice doll set back there. Where am I?
After they let me out, they gave me Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs. Home, bittersweet home. I barely recognized it. Where there had been color and light, there were shadows and regrets. Where there had been warmth, there was a bone-deep coldness that never went away. I tried my hardest to keep the ghosts at bay. Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking. I devoted myself to Callum, did the things that they told me. It will get better, they said. Every day will be a little better than the last. I'm in the woods now, lost and afraid. Things never got any better.
That's unfortunate. I will say this, though. You really like Hansel and Gretel. Read the note. Disconnect notice. Oh, geez, is the hardest to read font so far. After multiple attempts to collect payment, we regret to inform you that your service has been disconnected, as will be disconnected shortly. Please do the following. Make the payment listed on your last will or your last bill. Contact us at that number and we can arrange a payment plan so that you can immediately be reconnected. If you believe this is a error, call us on that number, same number as above, or no, there's one number difference at the very end, to discuss your options. If you are unable to make payment, please contact your local welfare office to discuss a placement for you and your loved ones. Winter is in Maine is cold and brutal. Don't face it without electricity. The Dunwich Power Company. Examine. A shocking true story. Hunger. The true story of Donners. Gingerbread men. Of course. It's all about the good old incident there, don't you know? Blankets and stuff. Here we have the Wiltane. The Wiltane. Let's see. At the very top. With the novel, Susan cements her place as one of the most important science fiction writers of the generation. A solar flare has struck the Earth. Millions of people are rooted from their homes. A young meteorologist searches desperately for a way to stop global overbearing, something like that. And as exotic dancer named Chanso Hares is the key to saving the world again. Of course. Examine. Good old baseball cap. Examine this. Rubik's Cube. Examine drawing I Love You from Callum. It's a very personal room in here. The haunted house shows your inner psyche. Your inner demons. It's... Sure. Why not? Read shopping list. Milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish skills. Remember, drop off Callum, electricity bill, fix faucets. Examine wrench. That is in fact a wrench. Good to know. Nothing more here for me. Door won't open. There, nothing here. Okay. Is this door gonna be the door that does the jump scare, like I'm expecting? Yeah. Let's enter the red curtain room into this next room, the living room TV set. Read letter. Loran, I received your letter and I am quite surprised. You ran off with your father all of those years ago, then disappeared off the edge of the map, and then when I finally tracked you down, refused to answer any of my letters. And now you write up to me asking for help. I have another family now and another life. Your father was a horrible man, and I regret the years that I wasted with him. I loved you, I truly did, but every year you grew more and more like him. You were his girl, never really mine. Still, I would have fought for custody if you hadn't run away with him. It broke my heart, but I needed to go on living. I can't let you back into my life without picking open old wounds. Sorry, Loran, I just can't do that. Maybe one day it will be easier and I can meet Callum, but not yet. I am not ready to forgive you. Please don't contact me again, Karen. Read letter. Dunwich Emergency Services. Miss Mallard, as we agreed in our meeting today, we consider you fully recovered from your illness. This letter is official notification that you are considered sound of mind and body and may return to work at any time. Please note that you should discontinue any medication that you have been using and dispose of any remaining medicine. If you feel at any time that you are suffering a relapse, then please make contact with your local physician immediately. We wish you continued good health. Dr. Spencer Dunwich. Yeah. Didn't open the fridge. Can I open the fridge? I have actually not played Secret World, but I've wanted to play it at some point. I know a little bit about it. I could open the fridge. For some favorite lamb chops. Let me go on over this way. MMOs are always kind of hard for me to delve into, so... Partially because they're so time consuming, there's so many other things I could be playing. Hi, TV. Also, I'm not very big on grinding, so that usually is a pretty big thing. Read notice. Emergency services. Loran seems to be suffering from depression that began early in her pregnancy. Our discussions have made obvious these episodes stem from the grief of losing her partner, Dawn, who died about 6 months ago. There are also several unresolved issues with her father. After being kept under careful observation, we provide standard treatment for this disorder, including electroconvulsing therapy. The patient responded and made a rapid recovery. A day of care. Wesley RK. Weekly follow-up with local physicians. Mood stabilizers, lithium-based. Loran has a newborn son, Callum, who was placed into former care shortly after birth, when Loran displayed symptoms of disorientation and depression. It is in our judgment that Loran is fit to have her son return to her as long as she follows her recommended after something routine and continues with her medications. We have faith that she will be an effective caregiver. Loran has her own housing in her employer, Susie. Her said that she is welcome to return to her shifts at the diner. Alright. Norma agreed, a local woman, is offered to care for Callum while Loran works. It is with this support network in mind that we feel confident releasing Loran from the institution. All that fun stuff. Read notice. Another one that's really hard to read. Our inquiry into the estate of Mr. Donald Williams has been completed. We regret to inform you that the primary benefactors of this estate, including the Life Institute settlement for accidental something listed, necessarily bad stuff happened, got it. If that font wasn't easier to read, I would have read it. And we go deeper, of course. George, I'm scared time? No. Quack. Quack. There might be a way to view it as text. Let me see. Gameplay. For a mouse. I'm gonna just click apply. Apply, back, settings, audio. I already have subtitles turned on, but Examine. Did I just do a loop? Nightmare Circus. Medication. Certainly seems like I did a loop. Except I can't read it anymore, so maybe there's a difference. I love you from Callum. There's a difference going on here. So, oh, shopping list. Yeah, read shopping list. Oh, that was Callum over there, wasn't it? I barely even noticed the last second. Yeah. Fun sounds coming from the walls, obviously. What's in the fridge? Examine wine. That is in fact wine. Also, the meats got spoiled. Nothing to open there, which means back into the velvet room. I didn't run away. Dad took me. Fun. That's the quack song again. Red velvet is what I meant to say in this case. Now then, read notice. Thank you, William, for the new watch. It is very nice. It has made me happier. Carrot. I'm happy. A happy carrot. Okay. There's little stains on that one. Well, let's loop again. Descend. Both of us apparently want to get in or out. Let's see. Still a book. My pills are gone. Now it's a drawer of pills. And the picture's been changed.
I'm a horrible mother. Where is he?
That's but quite a bit different there. I already see the house becoming more and more in a state of disrepair. Hunger. Quack, 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 duck, duck, duck. Bloody handprints on that drawing. Huh, that's nice. I love you from Callum. Truly the nicest of drawings. More pills everywhere. Baby doll head missing. Hip. More pills. Remember, more pills. Tickets to Atlantic Island Pass. Misc profit prescription, cheese profit or description. All that prescription fun. That picture has changed. Like how there's just pills even in the sink. Sure, nothing but wine. Nothing there. More pills. What's going on here? I didn't run away. Dad took me. Ripped the letter in half. A history of Solomon Island. Duck, 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 indeed. More pills. What might be in here? We're still happy carrot, but more now there's tear stains or something. Water stains, probably tear stains on it. Now we've got our favorite circus man on it. The door is just missing, which means we can go down again. Closed behind us. Still locked. Mother Duck never came back fun. Now all the dolls are hanging. All the babies having a good time? Of course they are. What a face. A happy family. My two best friends, Dawn and Laura. What else here? Bloody baseball cap. Rubik's Cube. See her cry. See her why. Are her lie. See her try. See her cry. Say her. Say bye bye. Of course. Well. Quite expressive. Now there's just pills, pills, pills everywhere on that doll side. Occasion's a bit different lighted. Okay, more prescriptions. You are alone. Nobody loves you. Callum is no longer who he once was. Is there dolls? Yep, dolls being now cooked. That's always fun. Seeing the doll being cooked. Examine drawing. Oh, the door's been opened there. Bloody screwdriver. Oh, we're not gonna take a different path. It's the bright side. I love... Oh dear, something like that. Well, let's take a different pathway here. I will say that this area has been my favorite part of the game, most certainly. There's a door here. Peekaboo. I wanted to go someplace else other than the kitchen. Well, we're back out here. Doors has been opened. Pickle's still there. Someone really wants to get out, or is banging the door like a madman. Oh, I wanted to get into. Instead of dolls all committing suicide by nooses here. Da, da, da. Dr. Speck, same thing. Mommy's gonna buy you a diamond ring. I didn't run away. Dad took me, and now it seems like it's getting burnt at the edges. Doll with a booze problem. Let's see. More pills. Out here. Over this way. Thank you. New watch. Just made me a happy carrot, but now all torn apart. Scribbled out. Alright, down another step. Let's keep on descending. See what this opens up to. No more dolls. It looks like there's something in the next room that's changed up a bit. Well, I'm morbidly curious. Still a nightmare circus, don't you know? The books don't get disrupted like everything else, apparently. Normal. Bloodier than it was before. Because there's literally blood dripping down the walls. It took me a moment to notice. See her lie. Bye-bye. See her cry, see him die, say bye-bye. Ask her why. Blood's just having fun doing blood things. Now there's people just hanging there. Description, Dan, Dad, call, not him. This is fine. Let's see. Someone made the fridge a mess. Yeah. Hey, they're roasting the doll now. That's great. Still that. Oh. Blood just dripping from the ceiling. I didn't run, oh, Dad took me. Pills are still pills. And here, you will watch me rot. Haha. From the carrot message. Torn out there. Send more. That door won't open. That door still won't open. Oh, new area. Well, where are we now?
Stories are told again and again, and from their shape we build our understanding of the world. Two children are led into the woods. They are lost for a time, but then are captured by an old witch. A child goes missing in Atlantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch. In the oldest version of this story, the mother and the witch were the same person. I never wanted to be the witch. But I am, aren't I?
Probably. Let's see this way. And you really like Hansel and Gretel again. Nice lobby. If we go on down... Anything back here? I see a pat way back there, but I guess there's another way to get there. As we listen to our classical music fun. No way past there for the moment. Would be the next shelf over. No, it would not be. Well, let's enjoy a nice coastal area. I kind of like the atmosphere of this area. Burn a nice fire. We all good. There's also a page there for us to read, so of course I'm going to try. Kids broke in today. It has been so long since I heard laughter, so very long. I took one of them. I couldn't help myself. It was fast, the others didn't notice. I liked hearing him laugh, this boy from the academy. I put him on slate. I tickled him until he couldn't breathe. My machines came to life, whirring in time to his gasps and shrieks. I think this is delightful. The change wrought in me by the machines is not yet complete. Just be other children I can lay on my slab. He was really just a tickle monster all along. A freaky child kidnapping slab pudding tickle monster, but you know. We can roll to it to do it. These must be his personal quarters, actually, come to think of it. Eyes without sparkle. Nothing more to see there. Which means let's go forward. Nothing into the side there. I like how this type of music I hear more often in horror movies than anything else. I just associate with horror these day and age. Examine book. Hansel and Gretel. Importance, because we finally found it. I knew we were going to find the Hansel and Gretel book eventually. Now when we turn around, it triggers hidden passage, because we keep on talking about the goddamn book. Well, where are we going? In the hidden chambers. Look at that fire burn. Look at it. It's actually one of the more impressive fire effects I've seen. But look at it burn. Oh.
Callum. Callum! Callum. Callum. Callum!
Why does Callum have Cthulhu on his shirt?
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
I liked it, honestly speaking. The best part was probably the final haunted house place. I knew it was going to be the best part though, so it's not a big surprise. Maybe the ending was a bit abrupt, but you know, whatever. It wasn't a bad ending in my stance, or even a really bad abrupt ending. It was one of the better ones there. But yeah, I will say it wasn't like Ray was like the best walking horror simulator experience I've ever had, but my overall opinions are pretty positive, so yeah. With that front, I will say that, like, some of the writing was kind of useless, but interesting. And honestly speaking, I wish more of the game had been like the very end there. It got better as it went on, so that's not a bad thing to say at all.
Now then,
Still,
I enjoyed it.
didn't expect the grass going for that long, but yeah. So it makes sense. Probably weren't too many people behind it. Poor Callum in his Cthulhu shirt. I was just saying his name and he pops up right there.
The park.
Press that to return the menu. Sure. Still, I enjoyed it. This has been Duskomaka AestheticGamer, and until next time, adieu to all of you. Apparently I have to mash it. Alright. Well, that was interesting still. Little walk-in simulator spin set up there. Wait for it to do its thing.
The park.
Continue game, new game settings. Of course, I want to click the quit option. What's under? Oh, right, extras is the secret world thing they were talking about. Well, for a moment, quit the game. Sure, quit.